Hello everyone, Danny here today to talk to you about Jon Acuff's book, Start, Punch Fear in the Face, Escape Average, and Do Work That Matters. There we go, that's more comfortable. This is a book about the journey to awesome. Jon Acuff has created his own little roadmap to awesome. It goes through 5 lands. You can get stuck in any of the lands. I'm going to look at my notes here. There's learning, editing, mastering, harvesting, and guiding. And along the stage, you can get stuck in any of those lands. And what he does is he addresses it one land at a time, lets you know, why fear can stop you, the things that can stop you in that land, how you can get stuck in that land. And then at the end of each chapter, he gives advice on things to do to help you escape the land and get past it. The book is full of a lot of self-effacing humor. Jon Acuff is not afraid to share his own fears, his own stumbles, and to make light of them and use them as humorous points in the book. Jon Acuff is a writer. Everything he does evolves around writing, and so all of the suggestions have something to do with self-reflection and writing. For instance, one of the suggestions, if your own self-talk is causing fear and keeping you stuck, one of his suggestions is to journal. And to every time you come up with a fear, to write that fear down, write down a counter to it, and I'll let you listen to the book to get the whole thing. But that's what all of the advice evolves around: self-reflection and writing. If you are not a writer, I would still recommend giving it a try. Don't let the fact that you're not a writer stop you. You may find that there's a big difference between trying to write something for publication and write something for other people, and just writing something for your own reflection. There is a massive amount of evidence out there that shows that writing things down does help us to better understand ourselves. Keeping a journal does help us to understand ourselves better. The advice, he's compared to me, he's a fairly young man, but don't let that stop you. In today's world, it has less to do with age. There are a lot of people my age and older who I would never, ever take advice from, and I regularly learn from my children who are considerably younger than Jon Acuff. They're all teenagers and young adults. So don't let the age fool you. The advice is good. There was nothing in any of the books that I in any way disagreed with. The humor made it very easy to listen to. I am not in a place right now to where I got a lot out of the book. I have listened to the book before. And at that point in time, I was in a place where I was stuck and trying to figure out where to go. And the book did help me out then. I'm not really in that place now. I've started several new ventures. I know which of his lands I'm in and which direction I'm going, and I don't feel like fear is stopping me. I listened to it again so that it would be fresh in my mind when I did this review. There's a lot of books that I'm doing that with right now, going back and re-listening to so I can give a fresh review. And our neighbors are starting something in their backyard. I'll have to listen to this again and see if it messes up the audio, and if it does, then I'll re-record the video. If the video posts, then you know that when I listen to it, what I'm hearing in the background did not show up on the video, although I got a feeling it's going to. If you are someone who's stuck, and you don't have to be stuck trying to figure out what you want to do or where you want to go. You could be someone who has mastered what you're doing, and you're just feeling stuck in mastery and not sure where to take it from there. You can get the book, you can listen to the book, find out about the next step, which is guiding, and go on to guiding, figure out how to get unstuck and how to move past where you are. You might be, in learning and need to know, hey, how do I get past this learning stage? The book will help you with that. I'm not going to put it in my highly recommended playlist, simply because it's a book that you have to be in a particular place in your life for the book to apply to you. I believe, like I said, right now, I didn't really get anything from the book because I don't feel like I'm stuck right now. But if you are feeling stuck, then it would be a book that I would recommend. Jon Acuff is a Christian, and that does come out in the book, but it's not something that, trying to think of how to word this. It's not something that he really puts a lot of emphasis on. It's more of a side note. Hey, I'm a Christian, so I have these, my own personal moral code based on my belief in God and who God wants me to be, kind of a thing. So you don't have to worry about it trying to convert you or anything like that. At the same time, you know that none of the content in the book will be something that you can't listen to around your children. In fact, it may be absolutely wonderful for your children to listen to it, especially since most of them are in the land of learning, and it will help them to know where to go to from there. Jon Acuff narrates it himself. He does a good job. I'm happy with his narration. It's not an amazing job, but it's good enough to keep you listening. If you like my channel, please subscribe. If you have any comments, questions, or feedback, please send them my direction, and have yourself a wonderful day. Thank you.